Alright guys, we should be underway in just a moment now. We are going to be waiting about 1 more minute for one of the other, for the side of Crusher Dude to be ready to go. And then we will be getting into the match. We will be watching Play of the Game Champ versus Crusher Dude. This is the round of 32. Winner of this will go on into the round of 16. Again guys, we will be ending at the round of 16 today. So we are going to be watching this match and the next match. Hopefully I'll be able to cover more matches. I have been requested by Too Strong to cover the round of 16 match. So I will hopefully be able to do that in the event that ESL Main and Goes to Gamers does not cover that. We'll see what happens and see how it all goes down. But again, we'll be watching this match. Winner goes on into the round of 16. If you win in the round of 16, you move on to tomorrow. Tomorrow, there's going to be 4 matches. They're all going to be quarterfinals, and they're all going to be played sequentially and casted in sequential order by ESL Main, or ESL_Overwatch is the Twitch channel where you can watch that. All of those teams that win tomorrow will move on to the regional qualifiers. There will be 16 teams in the regional finals, or the regional finals, right? And they will have 16 teams. Only 4 of those teams will be able to win themselves a ticket to actually go on and play in the event. So big day for a lot of these teams. Of course, this is the second qualifier. There's only 2 more chances after this, guys. So these teams have 2 more weeks to figure it out and get into the qualifiers and get playing for that ticket. Otherwise, unfortunately, time is no longer going to be their friend, and they are going to have to be watching from the sidelines instead of playing. So it does matter a lot, guys. This is very important to these players, and we should be getting ready any moment now. It looks like, yes, we are going to be getting underway, and I will go ahead and update this stuff as well, as we are going to not have a 2, as it is going to be, of course, like I said, the side of Crusher Dude taking on the side of Play of the Game Champ. So we'll get the titles updated, guys, so we have the proper names and everything is in order in that respect. And let me make it big so I can make sure, and it looks like, yes, we are good to go, guys. Again, we are going to be using stopwatch. We are going to be using 1 hero limit. We are going to be using the more standard rule set that the community and the players themselves have requested over basically overwhelming suggestions and discussions. ESL has decided to change the rules or move the rules to that format. Of course, that is due to the feedback. They're listening to you guys. So again, if you have thoughts, suggestions, ideas, whatever on that respect, then 100% do let them know on Twitter. Do let them know in the streams, etc. etc. But I will go ahead and update and switch the titles, as we are going to be introducing the offense, or defense, I apologize, of Crusher Dude, as we have Draft going to be picking up their Roadhog. We have Trobe going to be picking up the Mercy, I think that's how you say it, Trobe. We are going to have DRC going to be picking up their Reinhardt. We have Dids going to be on a Soldier. We have Jonah going to be picking up a Bastion, and then over for the side of Thra Rixer is a Lucio. For the offense, for the side of Play of the Game Champs, looking to move on into the round of 16. Because of course they are a up-and-coming European team, very exciting to watch. We do have JPE going to be picking up the Reinhardt. We have Odam going to be picking up the Lucio. We have War Spirit UK going to be picking up a Reaper, Nacho Bro on his Mercy, 0G on the, oh, that was almost a very good concussive rocket blasting the Reinhardt off the cliff. That's 0G, and then Zarta is going to be the last member of Play the Game Champs, going to be picking up their Soldier. We're already into the action, guys. We started stopwatch a little bit late. We were about 13 seconds late. Sorry, 17 seconds late. As 0G going to be moving up here. Payload is going to make it to the first point, no surprise. First point in competitive is pretty much given up no matter what. There really isn't any attempt to fight it out, because there's really no need to. And that Bastion actually going to be able to take out 0Gs. They weren't expecting the Bastion. They will be ready for it this next time, but of course, that first time that you turn the corner and Bastion guns you down, it's always a little awkward. And now we're going to have Bastion setting up, going to be going for that spam, doing a lot of damage, but also taking a lot as the trade between him and Zartaz continues. Zartaz is going to be going for a little bit more. No, not going to happen. But a hook onto his Pocket Mercy is Nacho Bro ends up going down to the flank by Drek. Dids ends up taking out Zartaz, and that's going to be a stalled up offense here. They need to regroup. They're down to 4 members that are actively able to fight, and they are going to need more if they want to go ahead and actually break this point. See, Nacho Bro has his Resurrection available. Zartaz does have a Sights available for the side of the defense. We do have a Resurrection available for their Mercy. Did's going to be getting decently close to his Sights, as he is going to be doing more and more damage here with that amp up. Bastion getting decently close to his ultimate as well. Looks like he's waiting to run out and set up. No, War Spirit going to be going for that strike. We do have sights coming out though from Zartaz. This could be game changing. We'll see how big they are. It doesn't look like they're going to get too much value so far, as Zero G is going to be ripping out that Rocket Barrage, doing a lot of damage to that Reinhardt barrier. And now Roadhog going to be coming into the flank, going to be trying to do what he can. Getting onto that Lucio, but it looks like he's going to get chased down here by Zartaz on the Lucio. Shot's going to be missing here. Zartaz playing with death here, so he's going to end up dodging the hook. We're going to have to leave this as that goes on. Looks like Zartaz is able to take him out. Meanwhile, Jonah, though, and DRC are able to get themselves a pair of kills, pretty much shutting down the follow-up offense here. And the side of War Spirit going to actually end up going down at the end of this as well, staggering his spawn. The side of Play the Game Champs having a little bit of a hard time getting through the defense of Crusher Dude. And I gotta say, I have yet to watch Crusher Dude. They are playing very well for a team that I have yet to see or haven't heard too much about at all. Very impressed by their play so far. We'll see if they can continue it up. Of course, Jonah doing a lot here with this Bastion, as he is constantly switching positions, and that's the key note, guys. Bastion himself is a very weak hero in the nature of how he is played, because of how he has to sit still and basically just take shots. But if you are consistently thinking ahead about where you're going to be and how you're going to position, it makes it so much harder for the team to go ahead and react to you. And JPE can actually get thrown up onto the high ground. That can make it a little advantageous for them, but that's going to be sights activated by Zartaz, as he's going to be trying to duel it up against Dids. It looks like so far he is going to win the duel as he takes out Trob, and Draft is going to go down to Zero G. Those are two big kills, and now it's going to be him versus the other soldier. It's just the other soldier left. Actually, no, he's going to prioritize the Bastion. Good call on that. Going to be doing a lot of damage. Jonah's going to end up going down. Resurrection available for Nacho Bro as he goes ahead and uses that and picks up a few heroes. War Spirit going to be going for the teleport and is going to get shot down. But it looks like the second point is going to be taken here by Play the Game Champs, and they will be moving on to this hangar phase. Defense, of course, this is the best phase on this map for the defense. The shuttle is so hard to get on top of and control if you can get a soldier set up here. And of course, he does have sights available as well. JPE going to be able to take out DRC though, and that makes it so much easier for this offense to continue. No Earth Shatter, no barrier for a little bit, as they're going to be able to get onto the catwalk. It's going to be raining down fire from above as Zero G tries to get onto the shuttle to force Soldier off, but there's going to be a hook on to War Spirit as he takes a lot of damage, but he ends up taking out Deft in the end, even though War Spirit did get hooked, and now DRC in the background going to be trying to zone them out of the shuttle, get control of this, but so far they haven't been able to gain steady control. JPE is still up on the high ground doing so much, but just zoning. War Spirit did teleport up on the high ground, and he gets punished for it. That was a very greedy teleport from him, and it's not going to end up working. Zero G on that Genji, going to be forcing the Winston back best he can, but it does have a blade available, so this could be this point, guys. Let's see what ultimates are going to be used, and there's going to be the Dragon Blade. Let's see how much damage he can do with it. So far, not going to be much, as he's just getting shocked apart by this Winston, and a B-Drop going to be actually basically preventing all of the ultimate that he just had. And now the defense in a decent position, as Drop does have the resurrection, is going to go ahead and use it to tempo res Draft. As that Earth Shatter comes out, that hits on 4 on top of the Death Blossom. War Spirit and team cleaning house with that combo, and that's going to be the point, guys. That was a great setup by JPE. He was the one in charge of that there. War Spirit seeing the situation, capitalizing on it, but man, JPE just seeing that 4-man Earth Shatter, immediately pulling it out, and that's going to make that point very easy to take. And we're going to be moving on to the launch pad section of Gibraltar. Oh man, that was just such a great combo from Play the Game Champ. A little bit of PogChamp there from me. It was a definitely exciting combo, but let's see if the defense can go ahead and switch this up a little bit and do what they can to get a big combo like that and actually stall up Play the Game Champ again. Remember, this all started off with Play the Game Champ having absolutely no good looks starting out at point 2. Now we're all the way here on the last point, and Play the Game Champs is looking pretty good. But again, there was that moment at the beginning for Crusher Dude. Can it continue? We're going to have rockets coming out here from the side of Jonah as he switched over to a Pharah. Zero G. Jonah dueling it up in the air. It looks like Jonah is going to take it direct, and he takes a lot of damage from that. Of course, there is going to be an amp going on to Zero G, so his rockets doing a lot more damage. 30% more than they normally do. And that's going to be an aggressive move up from Jonas as he's going to go ahead and rip out that rocket barrage. It looks like he should be able to take out Nacho Bro, but it will take the entire barrage, so no more value off of that. But Dids Draft also going to be getting big kills, and with no resurrection available, this should be a full reset, as there is going to be War Spirit with the High Noon. He is going to go ahead and use it, but Odam going to back off. Does have the sound barrier available with his team. Going to go ahead and give them that speed boost. No, not switching to speed boost. Interesting. Should be probably switching to speed boost to help his team. There we go, as they are going to be running out. probably just communicating what they should be doing. Of course, usually your Lucio player is going to be your shot caller because Lucio is just having to dance around a lot and look at the fight rather than actually be making a lot of critical flanking decisions and such like that. So offense going to be moving up here as we do have Zero G going into the background. Actually looks like Jonah maybe got the advantage. No, direct double direct from Zero G. Great play from him as the defense right now is just kind of falling apart, but we need to find Torb. Torb is still alive. He could get the resurrection. He's going to bring up 3. He misses 2, but that's still going to matter quite a bit as it's still going to bring 2 more heroes into the fight, but DRC going to go down to the Deadeye as that makes it even harder for the side of the defense. All they have now is Dids, Jonah, and Thraxer. As Thraxer it looks like he's going to go down, and now it's up to Jonah as he's going to take direct shots from Zartaz and War Spirit. Of course, the double hit scan, shredding that Pharah as she goes in the air. Double rockets to the face are going to make it much easier, and that's going to be a charge, bopping him back, and Dids, Trop, going to die. Zero G going to be able to take the map. We did start the timer about 17 seconds late, so it should be about a time of 7:18. Okay, so I was pretty close. 7:18 is the time to beat, guys. So again, we are going to be using stopwatch for this event. The way that it works is the side of Crusha Dude now needs to be able to get their offense going in 7 minutes and 18 seconds or less. Ideally or less, because of course you don't want to tie it. I don't think it's actually possible. Again, we'd have to be going down to hundredths of a second, and unfortunately I cannot trust my stopwatch timer. Of course, they always do change. There's been quite a few times lately. I'm not sure exactly how it ends up working out, but I'll start my stopwatch like 3 or 4 minutes late. It happened, I want to say it was not yesterday, but the Friday. It happened consistently. No, it was last Monday. Yeah, so I'd stopped my no, not last Monday, last Tuesday. I started my stopwatch on time, but they are like 2 or 3 seconds late, and then by the end I'd be on time. So it's one of those situations where it's really weird. We have to rely on match times. Hopefully Blizzard can get us hundredths of seconds so that we can have more accurate stopwatch readings for you guys as far as who actually won the match. But here we go into the offense. Crusha Dude gonna have to figure something out here in 7 minutes and 18 seconds. The side of Play the Game Champs wants to shut that down and deny that possibility. Again, guys, we're into the round of 32. This is the Atlantic Showdown EU qualifier number 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys are amazing. I know there are lots of English streams for you guys to go ahead and watch and to enjoy the action from, and I really appreciate you guys choosing to watch on this stream, of course. But at the same time, you guys should definitely be getting a multi-stream going. Definitely be checking out ESL Overwatch, and definitely be checking out Gosu Gamers, as of course both of them are going to have great matches to watch. And the more Overwatch, the better. As here we go, guys, action has begun. This payload is going to be moving here. The side of Nacho Bro is going to be setting up on this platform. Pretty standard. Just going to be doing some spam and hurting up the offense as much as possible, weakening them, building those ults, but they're going to go ahead and get away from that setup quickly, moving straight into server room. Classic server room setup. Nothing surprising here. Nacho Bro going to be amping up Zartaz as they do have that soldier set out to the side. This was an inevitable evolution of the server room strategy after Widowmaker got nerfed, as of course Soldier is an amazing suppressive hero by nature. You can see what he does already is it forces heroes to directly respond to him, because if they don't, they're going to be constantly taking damage, and actually Nacho Bro in a great position ends up surviving. Not going to actually take much damage now. Torb is the one who's under threat. It's going to be taking a direct grenade. No, doesn't end up taking that. It's now DRT going to be pushing forward onto that Winston. Of course, trying to force them out of this observatory and buy space for the payload to continue moving. And it looks like they may have gained control of the catwalk, but then Zartaz ends up taking out DRC. That's a big kill. Winston not going to be able to use that bubble, and now the defense is going to be forced back and cleaned up, and the side or offense is going to get cleaned up, and the defense able to stabilize. Zartaz is going to be going very aggressively forward as wait, why did it not go to... Oh, he's 4. That's right. He was 6 last game. Zartaz is going to be getting up onto the high ground. Sites available. We'll go ahead and check ultimates. We do have close to a Riptire. Torb, Trobe, going to be having his resurrection available along with Nacho Bro for the defense. But the offense is missing a little bit of ultimate charge comparatively to the side of the defense, and that's going to definitely be a sign of the better shots being taken so far from the side of Play the Game Champs. They seem to be warming up the match a little bit more. Fire Strike going out, it is going to end up missing, and we are going to have a fair bit of rocket damage going out onto Zero G's. He ends up going down. Jonah able to take him out, and now we have the sights coming out from the side of Zartaz, going to be doing a lot of damage. Riptire coming out from War Spirit UK. How much damage can this Riptire do? We'll find out in just a second. We are going to be starting the stopwatch exactly a minute late, so it's easier to see, and Did's going to be able to take out that tire. That's a big shot from him. Let's see what he can do here, as he does have a rocket barrage coming up any moment now. He has a good angle for it. He's going to go ahead and rip it out. He gets 2 kills from it, afraid to turn left a little bit as he gets charged by the Reinhardt. Reinhardt going to not end up sticking the charge, so JPE going to have to start swinging away with that hammer. Not doing too much with it though so far, as he's taking 2 directs and 1 collateral, and that's a lot of damage so far onto his health bar. You can see he's down to half. Does have the Earth Shatter available though. Zero G and team going to be trying to defend it out here, as there is going to be a kill on to draft that Earth Shatter from JPE, making a big difference. JPE going to get taken out by Dids, as he did push aggressively, but Zero G with the fling on that Roadhog, getting the hook, taking out Dids. Now going to take out DRC, and just like when we watched Too Strong, Maniton making a big difference for his team on the Roadhog. Zero G getting big picks for his team, making a big difference. And now we've seen a minute and 53 seconds elapse on the clock, and not much has been gained at all. Or I think it's been 2 minutes elapsed on the clock now that I think about it, because you gained 3 minutes off the stop, so it might be 3 minutes late. Apologize, guys. We'll have the official match time remaining. As there is going to be rockets going out, doing a lot of damage. GRC actually getting a double kill. That's a big start for the side of the offense, I apologize. As he's going to be getting on to Nacho Bro, shocking of Nacho Bro. Can he get Nacho Bro before the res? Yes. Nacho Bro will end up going down to Draken now. There is going to be a duel against the Winston. Can he get the... No, Primal Rage not going to be off. And Zero G going to have to try to run for his life here. He doesn't have a breather available. No survival for him, and that's going to be the hangar section opened up for the side of Crusher Bro, as Dids is going to land a direct rocket onto Zartaz. Big kill from them. That's going to continue their momentum, continue their tempo and control of this match. Of course, as the offense on this map, you need to get onto the hangar. You need to get control of it. If you don't, you're in a very awkward position, and these rockets are huge from Dids, landing massive double direct there onto both the Mercy and the Soldier, hitting the Mercy twice, and now, of course, the Soldier very low, going to have to back off. Zartaz taking even more damage, and these rockets from Dids doing so much damage. I'm sure he's doing the most damage on his team so far, as Farah is one of those heroes that when you're landing rockets like that, your damage just starts going up so high, and he's going to land a lot of good shots again onto Zartaz. As you can see, he dropped down to about half HP. He's going to get healed up though. He's going to go ahead and pop his sights as he's moving in forward. Going to be able to take out Throbrakser. And now onto DRC. Now onto Jonah. Jonah's going to go down. Turning around. DRC though able to shut him down, and that's a big kill there. Going to be pushing forward with that Tesla cannon, doing a lot of damage there. But getting charged and pinned. Taken out by JPE. No, he ends up leaping over and surviving. Doesn't end up mattering though, as he does end up going down anyways. War Spirit going to be trying to set up his defense and hold best he can here with this McCree. And again, guys, I did start the stopwatch about 2 minutes late, so there is about 3 minutes left for the offense to get their push going. We are running stopwatch, and I will hopefully get the stopwatch started on time consistently for the rest of the day, as Jonah is going to have access to that Dragon Blade, going for the deflects, missing quite a bit of the deflects, but nope, going to be charged by JPE, shut down, easily taken out, but Dids now still alive, now able to continue to do more rockets. Direct rocket, can he take out the McCree? He does. War Spirit denied of that Deadeye, and now the double direct on Zartaz again. Dids, this guy is just absolutely crazy right now. He's doing so much for his team. Draft going to be getting a double kill. Dids getting 2 kills throughout that. And now the side of Crush a Dude coming out of nowhere in the bracket. Never seen these guys play before, and they are looking like a very good team. Of course, Draft's going to be able to, Did's going to be able to take out Nacho Bro, and War Spirit did end up taking out Dids, but now Draft's going to take out War Spirit, and we have Zartaz in the background, going to be trying to help take out DRC before he knocks anyone out with that Primal Rage. He's going to be at about half HP, lower HP as he comes out of that, and that's going to be a rocket. No direct from that. So he ends up surviving. About 5 minutes and 50 seconds used up on the clock, so about 1 minute and 20 seconds remains more for the offense to figure it out. War Spirit UK going to have a Deadeye available. That's free 6 seconds that they can stall up for, of course, assuming he doesn't get deflected in the first place. Going to land a Dink onto the Soldier. Now Zero G with the rocket, going to end up cleaning it up. Dink plus a rocket. Great cleanup kill. Zoning. Zartaz with the sights going to be doing a lot more though so far. Of course, sights, you can run a lot faster with those active than you can with a Deadeye. DRC going to be going super low. He's behind his barrier, but he's basically just being zoned out. He's at basically 1 HP. He is going to get topped up by the AoE healing from the Lucio, but Zartaz just going to keep peppering him and keeping him away from the fight that is building Lucio's ult. But at the end of the day, guys, you know what it also is doing? Is keeping that Reinhardt far and away from the conflict. So he's not going to be able to provide his barrier until now. He is going to be able to get that up and get his team pushing forward. They have about 50 seconds, 30 seconds to get this offense going. As there's going to be a Dragon Blade. Oh, but that Earth Shatter hitting on 3. Third Drexer, lift, drift. That's going to be a Deadeye. No, War Spirit ends up going down to Jonas, actually, it turns out. That's going to be Zero G Dids. No, landing a direct rocket. Now, there might be the end of the game here. JPE gonna go in for the charge in the background. Did's getting himself a triple kill. Did's going off huge here for his team. Clock 5:06. Can't trust myself. Gonna have to definitely rely on the actual official match times here. But we have 7 seconds remaining according to my stopwatch. I started at 2 minutes behind. JPE gonna be going in down to DRC. Drev's gonna take out Zero G. And now Jonah with the kill on Odam. Did's gonna have to clean up this Tracer here. Landing some directs on the rockets, but not enough so far. Tracer's still alive. It looks like, guys, they might have defended for long enough. But they are, of course, going to play it out regardless. We're so close to the end. Going to fight it out. Defense not able to stay on the point. It looks like they might be able to cap it here as JPE and Odam on the payload, stalling it out. Zartaz still alive. As you can see, Dids is just trying to stay up in the air, do as much damage as possible, and it looks like in the end they will be able to cap it. But I believe that I was a fair bit, well, I know that I was a fair bit off on my on my clock.
Sudden death.
I believe it was. Oops. All right, so it is going to be all right. Next map, it is going to be a Crusha Dude decision here. They will decide where we are going for the next map. Play the game champ going to be awarded a point here as thank you to Zartaz for pointing out the simple math that I could just start doing. Just subtract the one time that I do know for sure from the overall match time. Take the difference. Of course, it doesn't evaluate the total match time taken to complete both of the maps and to play the game and all that. It only evaluates the actual match times for both of it. Yeah. Either way, I did start the stopwatch about 2 minutes late on the dot, and they ended up capping it at about 7:48, so it would be 30 seconds off side of Play the Game Champs. Basically, eking out a win, guys, is the best way to look at it. The stopwatch was approximately 30 seconds off, 40 seconds off, as far as them being able to convert in time. They were on that last push at, I believe it was 4:40 was what my stopwatch was at, and they were pushing up the ramp, and that's when they ended up getting the triple kill from Dids, big plays, and so it was very close. So yeah, we will be going on to the next map. Looks like it is going to be Dorado. And Dorado. Very interesting map again. I like to call the beginning choke point the Dorado hellhole, because a lot of people do get caught up in there. A lot of people do like to noob tube up there and just group up and run through it. Can make a big problem. The better teams in the world right now are accessing that stairwell to the left side if you're facing on the offense. If you're facing the defense, it is on that right side. You can go through that stairwell. There is also the access to secret in the far back right side. If you're the offense, defense, it is your left side. So there are multiple options to avoid that, but at the same time, the payload's got to go through it. So you do have to have somebody or two people on the payload. They got to be dealing with the spam. Usually Junkrat's on this map. Usually those kind of heroes. We're going to be switching up the titles here. We're also going to need to be switching up the scores as well. So I will be doing that in just a second, guys. As of course, updating this so that it properly conveys the information that you guys need to know. Crusha Dude is currently down. Whoops. Is currently down 0. We won that text. Is currently down 0-1 to Play the Game Champs. Defense going to be Play the Game Champs here. Of course, if you guys haven't seen their logo, it's one of my favorites so far. I know Hexagrams really likes it as well, and ZP and Hexagrams are really big fans of it, but it is a Hanzo with the Play the Game Champ, or sorry, PogChamp emote comboed, so pretty awesome. And we are going to have a pretty standard defense coming out, actually, from the side of Play the Game Champ. They're just going to be going for a tried and true Very original style defense. Double builder, Symmetra and Torbjorn. This is a ramping style defense. So what I mean by ramping, guys, is that there is going to be an element to this defense that grows in power as the match moves forward, if they continue to defend. You get more armor, you get teleporter charge, teleporters bring in more heroes. It basically acts as a secondary resurrection, and they're even running a Mercy on top of it. So if this defense does lose heroes at the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th fights, they're going to have so much reinforcement potential from the res, the teleporter, and then also combo that all of them should have 300 HP minus the Symmetra, who will have 275 because she can't shield herself. Fire Strike going to be going through the barrier. Defense just going to go ahead and back up into market. No surprise there. Of course, you don't want to fight in market too much, or fight outside of market too much. This is just too good of a spot to be able to set up and hold. And there's going to be the turret right in the middle of the path, right behind the Reinhardt shield, so it is defended for most of the spam. Of course, the Fire Strikes can go through that and do a fair bit of damage to it, but that's about it. Turret's going to continue doing damage. We have Jonah going around the right side. That's going to be a Fire Strike going through. War Spirit will go ahead and just repair that turret as soon as possible. And the side of Nacho Bros. Sorry guys, I need to be getting on, starting the stopwatch. We get started exactly 40 seconds late this game. But again, we will be able to do some maths. This JPE, you're going to be defending that turret best you can. And we're just going to go ahead and make our math easier. We are just going to go ahead and start the stopwatch at exactly 1 minute late. So it does make our math much easier. Draft's going to go ahead and take out the turret. Jonah going to go ahead and take out Zartaz, as we are going to have an Earth Shatter be coming out from JPE. It hits on... No, sorry, that was an Earth Shatter coming out from the side of DRC. He gets charged, basically negating all that impact. So far, though, the turret goes down twice. Draft and Jonah being able to take that out. Oh, damn, going to be able to get out as teleporter, so that will give them that reinforcement potential. Where is the teleporter? I can't see the shadow. It is back there up to the top right, so I see it. Zartaz going to be on that Widowmaker, going to be trying to land these shots best he can. Needs to land 1 tag, 2 tag, takes out Trop. That's a big headshot, taking out the Mercy, landing another one, and taking out Draft. Double kill for the Widowmaker, making this defense much easier to execute, of course. Pick after pick makes the Widowmaker a strong hero. That's the nature of Widowmaker. If she is a pick-based hero, a momentum-based hero, when you have a lot of momentum, you have a lot of map control. What she does for you is create an oppressive map environment for the enemy team, where they have to run into angles where they could be one-shot killed. If she is not harassed or forced out of those angles, then you are put into a position where you are always risking death. And the double direct, Zartaz is going to be dropping super low, will end up having to back off from that. Is going to get topped off here. Zero G actually on a Riptire right now. We're going to go ahead and follow this Riptire. Not so much gain. D is going to go ahead and take out Ditch, though, by the end of its life. So before it does get shot, does get some value. So good for the side of Play the Game champs. However, if you were a fan of Crusher Dude, not a good situation. You got 1:35 left. Your team needs to get on the point and cap it here to continue moving on in this map. What are they going to do? How are they going to do it? Let's find out. They have lots of ultimates available. They have a Dragon, they have a Graviton Surge, they have Res, they have Barrage, they have Sound Barrier, and they almost have an Earth Shatter. That's going to be the Graviton Surge coming out, as well as the Dragon Strike. It's going to do a lot of damage, but Zero G actually gets a massive amount of set grenades. He gets actually a quad kill in the end of it. Resurrection going to be used, though, by Trob, as he still was alive, and that's good. Dids, Draft getting kills, Draft getting 2 specifically, but it's not enough yet, as one of those kills was the turret, it turns out. Zero G does end up going down, and so does JPE. Turret, Teleporter is still available. Let's see how many charges Odam has on that.
No one can hide.
As he's going to have a total of 4 charges available. Nacho Bro does have the Resurrection. We are going to have War Spirit in the background, able to activate Molten Core in just a second, as he does have it, and he is going to be rolling and activating that now. That's going to be a Earth Shatter, as well as a Barrage coming out. JPE is going to be coming onto the point. He's got an Earth Shatter. He's going to charge. He's going to do a lot of damage. He's going to start swinging around. I don't know if they should continue to fight this out, but they are just going to go ahead and sack the point. 37 seconds remains, and the side of Play the Game champs is going to lose the first point. The side of Crusher Dude is going to go ahead and take it and move on into the Streets phase of Dorado. Life still in their veins. Possibilities still there for them. Their ticket, this qualifier, is not quite far away yet. Losing that point, not being able to take it, would have been a big issue for them. But they're here. Now let's see if they can continue off this momentum. Dids was able to farm up another Dragon Strike off of that, and with that shot, it's exactly what you need. If you're going to play a Hanzo, you need picks. If you're going to play a Widow, you need picks. Zartaz, though, is going to land a big shot onto Dids. That was a headshot, actually, after the rock. It didn't even matter. Going to be end up missing that shot, though. That's a little bit unfortunate, but does have the ability to spam shots into this barrier, and I do like to see that. Of course, you're not going to be doing anything else right now. Might as well be throwing 120 damage per shot into that barrier, making it much weaker. Now we're going to have the Fair go around the top. Zero G and Zartaz going to be trying to do as much damage as possible. Meanwhile, we do have War Spirit switching back over here to a Soldier. as he switched away from that Junkrat. Of course, Junkrat not that good at all in these open areas. He really does prefer choke point, so those grenades can bounce around and explode in people's faces. As Zartaz is going to take out Jonah. Dids took a lot of damage from that direct Healer's Rocket. And now War Spirit's just going to be in a great position to spam out and do a lot of consistent damage. As he does tag up Deft pretty much all of his shields and will build up a lot of that attack visor. Actually going to be able to get a lot of shots onto Dids here. Getting himself another 12% on that ultimate, and as you can see, he's just chipping away at build after build. Sights is available for another 4 seconds now. 2 and 1. It should be ending, and that's going to be the end of the hacks for them. So they should know that the offense is going to be moving in now, but they're not going to know exact positionings, as of course they would know it with the sights. War Spirit almost at that sights, like we said. Resurrection's available for both teams. So we will have a full fight reset, and War Spirit ends up going down to Dids. Great arrow from him. That's exactly what they need. Now he does need to land an even bigger arrow here onto the Pharah. Misses the headshot on that one, but does end up taking out his Torah. Traub ends up taking that out, and that's going to be an Earth Shatter. Landing onto the Reinhardt, charge through onto JPE, taking him out. There does need to be a resurrection, but no! Nacho gets tagged up by the arrow. Mid-air, goes down. No resurrection available. Payload's going to continue moving. And we are seeing a very strong push coming out so far from the side of Crush the Dude, as this is definitely a very close match. Can decide to play the game champs get a full hold on this map and evoke? No need for the stopwatch, or will they themselves get pushed in and have to make a better stopwatch time? Again, guys, we started the stopwatch about 1 minute late. We are exactly 6 minutes and 1 second into the match. More rockets going out. More rockets. Both teams running a fair. Of course, we expect to see lots of rockets, but at the same time, quality rockets are matter. Oh, that Dragon Strike. Dids taking out War Spirit. And of course, over on the side, you see JPE had to hide into the corner. That's going to be Dreft getting onto him, into his face, fighting him out. Does have the self barrier now available. Going to be using a little bit late, in my opinion. Now going to be, again, turning around onto Reinhardt, taking a lot of damage. She's going to get healed up, though. Does have that friendly barrier, helping out the Mercy, but goes down to JPE. As JPE was able to focus and down with those swings. Meanwhile, Odam going to be getting resurrected. Does have that sound barrier, but JPE with a double kill, charging through. War Spirit going to take out Traub. Now that's going to be Jonah in the background. Going to be swung on 2 swings. He's dead. Now Dreft all alone by himself. Doesn't have anyone to back him up. Going to be taking a lot of damage from these swings. Might end up actually taking out JPE. No way. Odam ends up taking him out. Actually, no. Dreft ends up getting away nonetheless. That's really surprising. Winston going to try to chase it out, taking a lot of damage. The Zartaz, he's going to switch away from that soldier. Oh, sorry, from that Widowmaker. Of course, Widowmaker is not the best hero in this last map. As you can see, there's really just not that many spots for Widowmaker to set up. Of course, you do have this ledge right here that makes it very awkward to snipe over, and that high ground is very, very exposed. And you don't want to be sitting far back in that stairwell because, of course, you can be easily shot at by rockets and easily advanced on. But here we go. Offense going to be using that close through the high ground, and that's going to be Earth Shatter coming out, not hitting on anyone as Nacho is able to avoid it. Zero G does end up going down, though, and that's going to be a big kill so far, as there's 2 heroes on the defense down. Resurrection going to be coming up from Nacho, bringing them up, though, as War Spirit's getting pretty close to that sights. He's getting to 85-90%, getting a massive rocket, going to be getting very close to that now, as he's tagging up onto the defense of Mercy. Or sorry, offensive Mercy, and there's going to be those sights. They're already looking pretty big. Going to be going on to Traub, not able to quite take out Traub yet, but now going to be able to with the assistance of the Winston. 2-3 heroes in the back room, big health pack, and you're by it. And now there's going to be a Dids Reaper trying to take out the soldier. Not going to happen. Soldier's going to end up doing a lot of damage. Dids, though, does getting healed up by the Amp It Up as well. As the cart, the combo of the 2 healing doing a lot. And it looks like the offense might be able to convert here. As the Lucio. No, Lucio ends up going down. As Thraw Rixer ends up dying directly to War Spirit. And that duel, that is going to be a charge coming out from the side of DRC, pushing back JPE, but DRC does end up going down. And now it's basically just left on Dreft and the remaining members that are coming, but that aggressive push at the end is going to put them in a very awkward position because they only have 30 seconds left, and it is worth noting that they are going to be staggered now. Dreft is just going to start spawning right now. He's 5 seconds away from spawning. He won't be up till 15. He won't be in position to fight until 7, and then that means they're going to have exactly 7 seconds to get on the payload and figure this out. In fact, it might be even longer, as he just now respawned and is going to be running over.
Hold him back.
In fact, Dreft switched over to a Tracer, and he doesn't even get there until 5 seconds as a Tracer, so it would have been much longer as a Pharah. There's going to be a Earth Shatter. JPE in spot with that barrier, going to be preventing that out. JPE getting the charge, though. It's going to land onto Odam, but he was sound barriered up, doesn't end up killing him. War Spirit was so far with the double kill with these sights. This is an absolutely huge set of sights, doing so much damage. I say that. Dids cancels it out with a pretty good Death Blossom, but he gets canceled himself by an Earth Shatter. That's going to be a Resurrection coming out from the side of the offense. Traub able to get that off as JPE ends up going down to Dids, and now another Resurrection coming coming out this time. Nacho Bro bringing up the rest of the defending members. Draft with the kill, Dids with the kill, but JPE to answer as he takes out Traub. And now offense not having many members on the payload. Draft's going to be able to take out Nacho Bro, but Zartaz ends up taking out Dids. DRC able to take out War Spirit, but there's still Zartaz, there's still Zero G, and there still is a Deadeye. So we'll see what ends up happening here as he's going to go up dueling against Jonah. Does end up dying as there's just basically no one left. Draft going to be the only one left on the point with Odam. Odam, you need to hold for your team and dance as long as possible. Lucio cart dancing is a skill that you need to have and actually going to end up going down as we do have War Spirit though on the D.Va. Should be able to survive for a while, buying his team the opportunity to get here. We are going to be 10 minutes into the match so far as the stopwatch, even if they convert, going to be so long. That's going to be a bopping him out of the neck, and that's going to be a post bomb coming out, not doing too much, and a rocket barrage from Zero G, doing so much damage, getting a double kill. Now going to be landing direct rockets onto the Winston and the Tracer. Going to be going on to Traub before he gets the Resurrection. No, Resurrection goes off under that sound barrier, so that will bring up the rest of the offensive members. Action going to be continuing as 2 members of the defense are going down. Play the game champs as critically losing members. Dids with the massive Death Blossom, getting himself 2 kills. Now it's basically just JPE. I say that Nacho Bro, big resurrection, giving them another chance in this fight. Did's going to be able to take him out. The Rixer going to be able to take out Zero G, and basically the only hero left is Zero War Spirit on this D.Va. He's going to get knocked out of his mech, and now Zartaz going to have to try to fight it out as long as possible, but he has to rewind. Payload going to be contested 1.3 meters, and he's going to continue to contest, but Nacho Bro and Odam are the only ones left in the area, and they're not going to make it, and we're going to go ahead and end the clock there, guys. 10:52. So I was right on my time.
Score
Absolutely incredibly long time.
2-3.
Very, very
Switching
much.
sides.
Updating the titles and I messed it up. I apologize, guys. But I really got to say again. What I want to say is that Play of the Game Champs did a really good job there, in my opinion, of defending on a few of the points. But then they just kind of gave them up. Maybe it was a little bit of great plays coming out of the side of Crusher Dude. Would have to go back and watch the play a little bit more in depth. But yeah. Oh man. 10 minutes 52 seconds. Plenty of time to get their offense going. Play the Game Champs win this. They will go ahead and go up 2-0 in this series. We'll go ahead and take this time to go ahead and take a look at the brackets, guys, and see how things have advanced. So far, into the round of 16, we are going to have Rogue plus someone. We are going to have Too Strong plus someone. It looks like Too Strong might be playing Gold Rush Diggers. That would be a good match for them. Play the Game Champs. Going to be, if they win this, going up against the side of Bikini Beach Esports versus the side of the Vesters, whichever one of those wins. Of course, Crusher Dude is not out yet. We do have the chance to still win this, but 10 minutes and 52 seconds. I'm not going to make any illusions, guys. This is not a conducive time to win your offense here, or win your defense here. Holding for 11 minutes in a game of Overwatch. Sounds like, it's not that bad, guys. They only have to hold for a quarter of an hour. You know, it's not that bad, right? No, it's really long. Like, 3-minute defense when you're getting rolled feels like forever, right? You have like, oh, it just gets so hard. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 minutes. The side of Crusher Dude has their work cut out for them. And there's going to be a push in from JPE on that D.Va. He's going to be having a defense matrix to help them out. War Spirit's going to be getting the first kills. He takes out Drept, and Did's going to take out War Spirit as a decent trade there. Did's still alive, going to be getting a lot of damage with those Hellfire shotguns. Of course, some of the highest damaging weapons in the game. The Rex are going to be getting decent charge. No, he actually ends up taking a huge shot there from Odam on the Zenyatta, who ends up getting trapped. By the way, guys, they fixed it. If you guys didn't know, now the trap from Zenyatta brings up a little chain below it to grab Zenyatta, so that it doesn't just look like he's floating midair with a trap magically grabbing him in thin air. But Odam going to be taken out by Dreft. That's not good. Losing your Zenyatta, he's one of those heroes who just don't want to lose at all. He takes forever to build up his ultimates. Losing him takes even longer. And Dreft with the tire. We'll see if he's able to get anything done with this tire. As the offense is going to be getting ready to get in position and go on the payload here. Dids, Traub team holding up pretty strong so far here. I got to give them props. So far, they've been able to hold up this hellhole very effectively. And again, I am just failing on the stopwatch, guys. Today is just not my day. We are starting at 1 minute and 15 seconds late. Try to do best math as possible. Of course, again, we can just do match time minus 10:52 because I know I got that time right. Draft's going to be taking out War Spirit, as there's going to be 2 more kills. And Play the Game Champs is having not a good time getting to this point right now. I gotta say, yeah, their beginning offense looked really good. They were able to clear up the platform. They were able to get set up in here, but they haven't been able to do anything yet. Again, I would love to see a push through Secret. No one. Ooh, he ends up taking the Ward 0G and a grenade dropping down. That's a lot of spam that he just shouldn't be taking as a Pharah who's able to clear the ground from that kind of damage. Zartaz ended up going down, and he's only at 9%. You know, he hasn't even gotten a shot yet, I don't think, unfortunately. Dreft doing so much. This Junkrat, man. This Junkrat is just cleaning house for against the side of Play the Game Champs right now. This is the guy that the team needs to rally around for Crush a Dude right now. They need to make sure they're enabling this player as he is going off, doing so much damage. Of course, Tyre can make an absolutely huge difference, but spamming different angles, different spots, doing more damage, going to be going over the defense matrix. Looks like he's going to be able to take out. Oh, that's going to be a nerf that's going out. Let's see how much damage it ends up doing. War Spirit and team going to be pushing up onto the payload, but just nothing ends up happening as DRC and Jonah end up getting huge kills. War Spirit needs to try to get something done. There's going to be a resurrection available from Nacho Bro, and it does bring them all up, and now Dreft is going to use that opportunity to get the Tyre up. It's Zartaz. Hits a big arrow when he needed it the most. Takes out that Tyre before it's able to make a big plays for their team. Meanwhile, Zartaz 0G making big kills. 2 double for them. Making a triple for 0G as Zartaz is trying to escape here, taking damage from the Sentry Turret. Should just clean him up, and that was easy. Taking him out. Teleporter should be taken out here as that goes down. 0G with the triple kill. Zartaz with 3 in the end and a double kill himself as he's going to end up getting a second double, taking out the Soldier. And man, the side to Play the Game Champs, while they were just getting absolutely stuffed at the beginning, was able to completely turn it around. I don't want to be moving the camera that fast. Just want to boost you guys a little bit over here.
Enemy is here.
And as you can see, offense going to be moving very aggressively up front at first to get control of this high ground to prevent the side of the defense from being able to stabilize and get onto it. Rocket off from the side, going to be our DRC. Defense not able to get on the high ground. Of course, these rockets will make it much harder. There we go. Going to be going behind the Reinhardt shield. That's what you need to do. And we will be set up on the right side as the defense. Offense going to be set up on the payload groups, two groups of 3 on the payload, 3 pushing out aggressively, 1 being the Mercy to pocket, the 2 who are pushing out aggressively. Amazingly, they're still on a Diva. JPE not switching over to a Reinhardt yet, and actually JPE is going to end up doing a lot of damage. 0G going to be busting out the rocket barrage. How much damage does it end up doing? Double kill so far as Odam gets a kill onto DRC. Resurrection going to be available for Nacho Bro as he ends up bringing up, it looks like Zartaz after he got taken out, but he gets taken out again. And now 0G in a decent flank, going to be going against the Soldier who did just pop sights. If he can land some big rockets, it's going to make a big difference. And he does land 1 good rocket. Can he land a 3rd? Does end up landing the 3rd as JPE helps clean up that kill. And that's going to be pretty much the rest of the defense cleaned up here so far. That's going to be an explosion coming out from Diva. Doesn't end up killing anyone. That's JPE. But JPE is surrounded. Going to end up getting cleaned up here. See, no, he ends up getting away to basically a sliver of HP. Nacho Bro with the pocket, going to be able to help him out. And the defense able to stabilize and get near the point and actually get something going with 4 minutes and basically 45 seconds used up on the clock. They have 6 minutes to figure it out. Only 2 minutes on this point, of course, but they have more than enough time to get their offense going. Zartaz is actually going to end up going down to Dids. I'm not exactly sure how that happened. Actually, it does make sense now. Dids is up on in the church, high ground, waiting for someone. Flanked him, popped him, killed him, moved on. Exactly what Reaper needs to be doing. Rockets now from 0G. Can they be big like they were earlier? We'll find out. So far, it doesn't look like it. He's just going to try to knock Soldier off of the high ground, and he does. They will force Soldier to run all the way around and get back up there. Of course, that buys time. Ooh, that was almost a very, very good predictive rocket. Making a big difference there, landing onto the Soldier. Where Soldier... Those are so close. Soldier dodging and get on him. Of course, that would be his blunder running into them, and that's going to be a Death Blossom coming out from Dids. It doesn't end up doing that much, but it does end up helping as the Brickster gets a kill. Dreft gets a kill. Dids ends up getting himself 3 by the end as he takes out JPE and Nacho Bro. And the side of Crush a Dude is looking very, very good right now, as they are not looking like slouches. They are not looking like they're going to fall over here in this match. Oh, man. Where have you been, guys, in the other tournaments that I have casted? Taking a team like Play the Game Champs to even matches like this. Definitely looking like a very strong up-and-coming team. Nacho Bro in team. What you gonna do? Jonah on the Soldier. Gonna be looking for some fire. Gonna be looking for some shots. Not too much yet. Just getting onto the barrier. There's gonna be a side throw coming out from Jonah. War Spirit, excuse me. As he's gonna be trying to do everything that he can to get the damage done, but not enough yet. War Spirit doesn't get a kill. Odan does get one though. And now JPE with the Earth Shatter. Actually hitting on 2-3. The Resurrection though on all 5 members. Trop, you're making big plays for your team. However, Zero G is sitting there ready with the Rocket Barrage. Does get a big set of kills himself. Nacho Bro going to resurrect the remaining members of the Pitfall. Dref with that whole hog. Going to end up going down as JPE gets Earth Shattered by DRC. DRC and the Rixer all alone here on the point. Going to have to fight it out. 5:33 or 5:30 on the clock. Again, 1 minute and 15 seconds is what the stopwatch is behind. And we are going to have a kill feed going pretty much to the side of the offense here, as we have Dids basically the only one left alive. He needs to fight it out. He does end up going down as Odam takes him out, and we are going to have the payload making it to the point and moving on into the reactor portion of the map. And this is just getting absolutely crazy, guys. Crusher Dude is looking to pull off the dream here, as they have about, let's see here, 6 minutes, so they have about 3 minutes and 40 seconds that they need to hold. But at the same time, let's see if they're able to do it. Or it should be 2 minutes and 40, yeah, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to be able to hold. Rockets ringing out. Again, it's not going to matter at the end of the day. It will matter if it goes to overtime when we have one of those other clashes like we did before, where it basically just went into res versus res versus res versus res until one team, which just came on top of the resurrections by the end. Earthshatter going to be going out as well as Spam. Not too much else besides that, though. As we are going to have the offense going around the flanking side, looking like to set up over here, as that is going to be a push in with that high noon from Zartaz. Let's see if he can get any kills with the charge going out. Zartaz going to be able to take out DRC and the Rixer. There is a resurrection available from Trob, though. He needs to land a big one. He's going to be going for it. That's a 3-man resurrection. Ends up going down to War Spirit in the end. However, gets his team back up and gives them an opportunity. War Spirit might end up going down to Dids here, as Dids, no, he critically had to reload, but he does end up picking up the health pack instead of War Spirit, who's standing on it very interestingly enough. And Dids going to be meeting the man of the hour in that situation as well as DRC, with that Earthshatter making an absolutely massive difference. Zartaz and team gonna need to get in there right now. They only have 30 seconds to get into the reactor and get the payload moving. Otherwise, this is going to be a 1-1 series, guys, and we're gonna be going to the third map, Play the Game Champs, map of choice.
You're ready to do some damage.
24 seconds. 24 seconds. Sites available. Sites available. Will they use it? They need to. They're going to need breakthrough. 9 seconds remain. Defense, good position on the high ground. Going to be trying to do everything they can to spam out below and focus down those critical targets. Of course, the Mercy's going to want to try to stay alive. That's not Row. There's going to be double sound barrier from both sides. So we do have sights being activated from the side of the defense. It hasn't done so much, or offense. It hasn't done so much yet. And that Death Blossom from Dids. Again, this man, when it comes down to the moments in need for his team, he is stepping up absolutely huge. Zartaz, JPE going down. Play the Game Champs. Definitely the favorite, losing in the second map on Dorado, the map choice of Crush a Dude. And now, guys, we are going to the map choice of Play the Game Champs to see if they can take their map choice and take us to a best of. Or sorry, or see if they can win on the third map.
Heroes never die. For justice reigns from above.
And they did complete it in 9 minutes. Basically on the dot. 8:59 to be precise. And we'll see where we're going. Of course, guys, it is going to be Play the Game Champs map choice. If you guys want more information for the tournament, you can type !bracket. That will bring you the rules. That will also bring you to the page where, so the rules are there. The team signed up are there. The information as far as it goes for the map pool is also there. So, for all of you guys who are just sitting back and enjoying your Mondays and not wanting to click a link, I got you covered. We do have the map pool being Gibraltar, which we already played. Dorado, which we already played. And now we're going to be left with Numbani, Lijiang Tower, Volskaya, and King's Row. We'll see where the side of Play the Game Champs wants to take us, but they have all those available. I would highly doubt that we go to Volskaya. I'd be surprised if we went to King of the Hill. I feel like that's just a risky situation for them. I don't know. I don't know where they'll end up going. I haven't watched Play the Game Champ as much as I'd like to say to be able to 100% speak on this, but if I was them, I'd probably go to King's Row. Most practice map. You're probably the better team in general, like, experience-wise, tournament-wise, like, you just got to accept that. You got to be a little objective there. You got to say, we have more experience. So take it to the most common map. You're going to have the most fleshed out strategies. You're going to have dealt with the most cheeky stuff there. You're going to know what to do against cheese because you've played against it in scrims consistently. But again, the other choices, you could just go to Lijiang Tower, rely on your fragging skill. I don't know, man. We'll see. Lijiang Tower is going to be the choice, so they're going to go with their fragging potential. They're going to go with their team shotting, their crisis management, their situational awareness, just the sheer raw talent as players is really what shines through in Lijiang Tower. That's why we honestly see some of the better teams winning it right now. Of course, they do have good coordination. They do have good strategy. They do move around the map in a method that benefits them. They're not just aimlessly going into main. They're not just aimlessly going in to the point. They are strategically moving about the map. But at the same time, if you've got a Tracer player who is literally untouchable and is going to kill their Mercy over and over again and is going to constantly be fragging for you and having that kill potential, that fragging power is as FPS players like to call it, that is what decides King of the Hill matches at the end of the day. It truly does come down to who's slaying harder, who's slaying better. And we are going to be into the night market, guys. We're going to be playing a best of 5 on this map. So, here's the point. Interesting map, of course, as there is a lot of space to be knocked off by Winstons, by Lucios, by Pharahs. Both sides can go around these buildings with Pharahs. But of course, both sides' entrances are going to be mirrored with this food stand, going down through these stairs into this area. There is a convenient health pack here for Tracers or other highly mobile heroes, Genjis, to go around. Oh, thank you for reminding me that. Thank you. I should have messaged him. I was just not thinking. I apologize. Herrick, if you're watching, I apologize. I should have got you into this game. I just wasn't thinking. That's completely my bad. I will make sure that I should be going into the round of 16 for Too Strong versus their opponent, and I will ideally be covering that match, and I will get you into that one. Again, I apologize, man. That is completely my fault. I just spaced on it. I saw your message and I thought about it. I was like, I'm going to get you into this, but I messed that up. But I'm sorry, guys. We'll get into the action. We'll get into commentating it. Oh, damn. I'm going to be taking out Traub, as that's going to be a big kill there, as we are going to have a little bit of action going out. Rockets onto Zero G, as he does some damage, taking out Giraffe, and that's going to be the point. First going over to the side of Play of the Game champs, as they're able to get control of it. And again, I apologize there, guys. While there's a lull in action, I will say, Herc, if you are watching, I will try to get you into the next lobby that I am in if you don't already have one. Again, I apologize. It's just one of those days as JPE is going to be on the point with his team, and going to try to hold on to this point as the side. Did's going to be getting a kill onto War Spirit. That's a big kill, but then the kill feed. You just see it right there. Zero G, JPE, and Zartaz getting massive kills themselves. Going to be taking out DRC. There's a big resurrection, though, coming out from Traub. He's been on point all game with these resurrections. I got to say, that's been a major part of their success. Has been his ability to get those huge resurrections. Zartaz going to be able to take out Zero G. Zero G going to be able to take out Jonah, who ends up dying. Dreft ends up dying, taking out JPE, and Zartaz ends up taking out Dreft. So trades back and forth there on the point, but it doesn't end up mattering for any team besides Play the Game champs. Because, of course, they're already control of the point, and so they will be very easily able to maintain that control. That's really just the nature of King of the Hill. If you win the map, or win the fights, you win the point. You continue to snowball, you continue to get ults, you continue to win the point, you continue to win even harder. Pulse Bomb going to be going out, does get bubbled. Actually, Jonah got stuck by it, does end up going down, and that's going to be a pretty important kill, as they're not going to be able to get the Pharah's rockets or high ground control. Zero G should be able to just freely do what he needs to in the high ground. DRC and team going to be pushing forward, trying to get onto the point. DRC going to get bubbled up, but he's already taking a fair bit of damage. Now Zartaz on that Tracer going to continue to be as annoying as possible and prevent them from being able to meaningfully get a push as a group together going. And a lot of damage going on the Dids here. That's going to be War Spirit channeling the Death Blossom. How much damage does it end up doing? One kill. DRC helps assist the kill on the Rixer. And now going to help against this Reaper and against this Zarya. Actually just flicks Dids in the head, takes him out. Double health globe, going to pick him up. That's going to be 99%. On the first point, going over to Play the Game champs. So, while I said I might have not agreed with this decision making, they're definitely coming out and showing that this is the decision making that they should have made. I wonder if I... Let me see something real quick, guys. Let me see if Herc is in a game right now. Because I can. Okay. And we'll see if Herc what's in. I can go ahead and invite him. I forgot that I can bring him in mid-series. And normally when I type, guys, I will try to mute the mic so you don't have to deal with that clicking and clacking. Of course, I do just want to try to get Herc that information as soon as possible so that he can get into the match. Zartaz and team going to be fighting it out here, as they are going to be... we'll see if he wants in. I can go ahead and invite him. And not too much action yet, of course, as there's going to be a little bit of fighting here. Not too much so far as the side of Crusher Dude able to get control of the point they're on it. They are getting the better trade so far, and as I say, that Zero-G is able to get a big kill for himself, able to take out the Rixer. That's going to be no sound barrier charging up. That's going to be no bops. That's going to be no movement speed for the side of Crusher Dude, as the Zarya is actually hugely charged. DRC does end up going down, though, at the end of the day. And Direct Rocket, maybe no, does end up taking out Drift with the Collateral Rocket, ends up doing a fair bit of damage, and 1-0 as we continue on into the second point. Zero-G able to take out Drift. And let's see what happens here again, guys. This is one of the this is the garden map of Lijiang Tower. This map is incredibly constrictive for the team who is not already in control of the point. As of course, as you can see, it's basically just this little platform. You have a bridge to get onto. Zarta is actually going to get dashed right through by the other tracers. Jonah wants to get in position as soon as possible and create that flank for his team so they can actually have some room to operate. But it looks like so far going to be able to get onto the Mercy. Does have a pulse bomb available, which I'm not going to go for it yet. Going to be prioritizing getting that kill. Oh, Dids. Not going to get too much with that. Sorry, War Spirit actually. That was his Death Blossom. It did so much damage. Now it clicks the health bars from the red team. Evaporated. War Spirit gets a close Death Blossom. Not able to quite capitalize on it. And then Zero-G going to be mopping up. Maybe no. Double kill. He gets him taken out by Jonah. As Jonah's doing a good job for his team. War Spirit going to be able to take out DRC as that does get cleaned up by the bubble. Not going to be able to take out the Zarya. And again, the point in firm control for the side of Play the Game champ as they are able to continue their dominance on this map. More spam going out from the Zarya. Both teams just kind of feeling each other out, mainly the side of Crusher Dude trying to find their opening, trying to feel where they can get a good opportunity to get a good look, a good point, and that's going to be that. They're going to go in and score through the bridge with the speed boost, double sound barrier from both teams, as we are going to be fighting, watching the action from here. Dids going to be getting the first kill. No, Draft, never mind, gets out Zartaz. Zartaz takes out Trop, though. In the meantime, Graviton Surge hitting on 1, 2, 3 for War Spirit, going to be able to take out one. Draft going to be able to use that Rocket Barrage over the top of it. There is Resurrection almost available for Nacho Bro. If he can grab one shot with his pistol before he dies, no. Does end up going down during an Odan team. Going to have to regroup and get back on the point and figure out the how they're going to go ahead and get into this next point and capitalize and take it 2-0. Let's see, Crusher Dude finally in control of the point. Dids with that Death Blossom could be absolutely momentous in being able to maintain control of this. If a big fight breaks out and this Death Blossom gets multiple kills, that should be able to get them to about 50%. And it looks like he is going to get jumped over. That's going to be a Death Blossom on top of a Graviton Surge, which means it doesn't end up doing anything. He ends up getting cleaned up by War Spirit UK. Zero-G takes out Dids, actually. And now War Spirit with another kill, or JP with the kill. Zartaz with the kill, JP with another. And that Resurrection going to bring up a total of 4. Pulse Bomb going out, not doing too much, as there is going to be a Death Blossom coming out from War Spirit UK, as Zero-G and JPE are just absolutely flooding the kill feed. War Spirit going to answer finally with 2 of his own, but the point's going to get flipped at 87%, and it looks like the side of Play the Game champs are continuing to show dominance on Lijiang Tower. 8% remains, and the side of Crusher Dude needs to get something going in 5%. 4, 3, 2, we are going to have overtime proccing. So here we go. Rocket Barrage, Zero-G on Dids. Raid Form going to stop that damage. We are going to have more damage coming out though. War Spirit getting a double kill. Zero-G with his own. And those kills are big because it took out DRC and Dids. Big damage threats. Drift going to go down as well. Now basically all of the teeth from the offense is gutted. You basically just have to worry about an annoying Tracer without Rewind now, as she just did use that. Now she's probably going to dash spam to try to get on the point, but not in time. Jonah, a little late, and his team going to suffer. Of course, they weren't able to get onto the point in the first place and fight it out, so it's not his fault in that respect at all, but
2-0.
Woo! Crusher Dude, you looked so good on Dorado. I gotta say, you beat the side of Play the Game champs by a minute on offense. A minute. Oh god, it was like a minute 15 seconds, a minute 20 seconds. It was a pretty solid clearing of the map. And now, King of the Hill, they're just getting wiped the floor with. Basically, Play the Game champs has stuck the team of Crusher Dude to the end of a mop stick and has begun to clean their trophy room in this King of the Hill matches. It's a 2-0, almost 17% total going to the side of Crusher Dudes. They're just not having a very good showing on this map right now. They want to turn that around, though, of course. No players ever give up like that. They shouldn't. Let's see what they can do. Let's see what the side of Crusher Dude has in store, because this is the time for you to step up as a player and make those big decisions, make those big plays. Because when you're losing, that's when it's the most important to. Already, the Ricks are going to be able to take out JPE. That's a good start for them. 1 kill to start off. No rebuttal yet, as no members of their team has died. War Spirit is going to end up taking out Dreff, but Dids does answer. So the rebuttal is answered back, as it's going to be a 2-for-1 so far for the side of Crusher Dude. They're going to be able to get onto the point, 3 on the point, maybe be able to cap it off the bat, and that is exactly what Crusher Dude needed to get back into this series. 4% and counting. They're going to have some opportunities to accrue some better points here. But so far, Play the Game Champ has looked absolutely unbeatable comparison, as they have only lost about 70% total on the point. Xarthas right flank side going to be using that Tracer. War Spirit actually able to take out the Rixer. That's not a good start. No AoE healing. They do have Traub available, but he does have a Resurrection. Draft going to end up going down as well, and now the Rixer. And these are huge kills. As you can see, Zero G channeling the Rocket Barrage over to the right, going to be doing some damage to Jonas, doing even more damage to the supports though. Direct Rocket onto Winston. Not a second one, but Xarthas end up taking out Jonah anyways. And that's going to be a flip of the point. And just like that, it went from them being ahead and winning to them being out of control of the point and not having a good situation. Soft contain should be initiated here from the side of Play the Game Champs, as they are going to be pushing up to the left and right sides, preventing them from getting through those doors easily. That's the primary goal here. DRC, of course, you can see from his view, it just feels like they're getting stand at. No matter which way they come in, there's going to be a sound barrier coming out from Crusher Dudes. Can they get something done with it? We'll find out, as he is going to go straight into that Primal Rage. Dids, War Spirit with that Death Blossom, not doing so much yet. Double kill, can do even more, but Zero G with the triple kill. And when you combo those two together, a double kill, a triple kill, you basically get the entire lineup. The only member left was Dreft, and he had died earlier on anyways. So that is going to be pretty much the entirety of the push. 40% for the side of Play the Game Champs, as they are continuing to dominate and continuing to go forward. As Crusher Dudes might be able to bring us to a 4th map. Of course, I would like to see Play the Game Champs move on as far as competition goes, and also because they have, a little bit biased, as they've always been stopping by my stream and stuff like that. But at the same time, guys, I am biased towards more games, so Crusher Dude, can you win this map? That's what we want to see. Jonah with the double kill. Graviton Surge going out onto JP. It's also going to hit on Undam. That's good. Going to be able to get more kills off the back of that. They're going to go ahead and flip the point. No, Nacho Bro with the Resurrection going to prevent that from happening. Graviton Surge off the back of it, hitting onto Dids. Dids going to use the Wraith Form to get out of it. Draft's going to be able to take out Nacho Bro. And so far, the kill feed is going to be trading pretty much evenly, as War Spirit takes out Traub, and then Xarthas takes out Draft. That's going to make it go to the side of Play the Game Champs, and that's going to make this 70% matter a lot more. This 80% matter a lot more, guys. Play the Game Champ is at 80% on King of the Hill map, up 2-0 with 35% on the side of Crusher Dudes. If they're not able to get their feet in the sand and actually draw a line and actually start to fight it out, then they're going to be in a situation where they're going to lose this game, they're going to lose this series, and they're going to be out of the qualifiers. Not a good situation. Dids moving in with the Death Blossom. This needs to be massive. He needs to get a lot of damage with it, but meanwhile, War Spirit's going to be ripping out his own Death Blossom. He does a fair bit of damage with it. Now he's going to be dueling up against Winston, taking a lot of damage from those smacks, but meanwhile, his team going to be falling apart on the point. DRC going to help clean him up. Now it's really only Xarthas left, as he does have a rewind. He is going to go ahead and activate it, try to stall this out as long as possible, and prevent as much charge on the map as possible. Xarthas going to have to double blink through after taking a collateral on that rocket, but Zero G taking out Deft. And that's going to be a good start for them if they're going to get onto this point. However, Crusher Dude, I'm rooting for you. Direct Rocket coming out from the Pharah of Zero G onto Jonah. He does get topped off, so not going to end up mattering that much. But now more rockets coming out. That's going to be a rocket barrage. Going to be landing on a multiple. Zero G does end up taking out Jonah after he gets a double kill off of it. Resurrection did come out from the side of Nacho Bro. Resurrection now out from Traub, as they're going to bring back all those heroes. Resurrection with a sound barrier for the side of Nacho, or for the side of Crusher Dudes, as they are in control of the point. See Jonah in the background fighting it out. See him chasing up the Tracer, not able to find it. There's going to be 3 offensive heroes pushing in. War Spirit, Death Blossom, double kill. Xarthas with another. That's going to be 3. No Resurrection available as Torb goes down. Now that's the Rixer. He's the only one left. He needs to be cleaned up. If he's focused down, he's going to get cleaned up. And now the Rocket Barrage going to be zoning. It's going to be down to a Reaper. And I can tell you guys, Reaper is not a very fast-moving hero. And that's going to be Play of the Game Champs, taking it in 2 series, 2 maps to 1 in this best of 3, moving on into the round of 16. Traub, man, this Mercy player, I gotta say, he was on point all game long. hitting huge resurrection after huge resurrection, making a big difference for his team.
Heroes never die for a price.
If they were going to win, that would have been one of the points that they would have been able, or the first point would have been probably, the best one, but the second one they had some decent looks going, but at the end of the day, guys, that was just a dominating performance coming out of the side of Play the Game Champs, and they'll be moving on into the round of 16. But again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are watching the Atlantic Showdown EU Qualifier number 2 here on Twitch TV/JotaRaptors. If you guys haven't already followed the channel, please do. As of course, you will be notified with email whenever I cast anything on this stream, which happens quite a bit. In addition to that, this is hosted by ESL, so definitely give them some love on Twitter. Follow them at ESL Overwatch and at ESL Gaming on Twitter. You can also check out Blizzard, who is sponsoring the event. Thank you so much to them for providing the servers as well as monetary. The $100,000 has to come from someone. Blizzard, thank you so much, as they are sponsoring it. Definitely show them some love at Play Overwatch on Twitter. If you guys enjoyed my casting, you guys like my content, you guys want to see me more around in the scene, well, the best way to do that and show support for me is to follow me on Twitter at RaptorZOW. If you guys don't like my, or if you do like my casting as well, you can definitely check out previous casts I have. You can give me previous feedback on casts. You guys can also check out my Strat Watch YouTube analysis series, which is linked down below and is also just pretty easily findable on my YouTube page. All of that, guys, as well as if you don't enjoy my casting, you guys don't like me, definitely let me know what you don't like, what you think I can improve on, what production value is missing, whatever you guys think would make me as a caster better and would make the stream better so that I can improve it. That's what I'm looking for. That's the feedback that I'm asking for. And of course, guys, if you have feedback that you don't like me, let me know. Just please do let me know why so I can try to improve on it. But without further ado, guys, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get into the next game, as I will be bringing you guys more action today. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is the Atlantic Showdown EU Qualifier number 2, hosted by ESL, sponsored by Blizzard, and we'll be getting into the next game of action here in just a moment.